Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paranormal Portal. This is our Saturday edition of Paranormal Portal Fun. 2 hours of paranormal fun-filled entertainment for your listening pleasure. I mean, what more could you want leading into this holiday season? We are the gift that keeps on giving, ladies and gentlemen, and we give and give until it hurts, which is about at the end of every episode. But we hope you are doing wonderful, and thank you so much for spending part of your weekend here with us and keeping us company and making us feel worthwhile. That's always an incredible feeling, and hope all is wonderful, and I hope you guys are all geared up and ready for the holidays. Of course, the phone lines will be open throughout the duration of our show tonight. And if you have something paranormal that you'd like to discuss, please feel free to call in 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500. But I'm not alone here, ladies and gentlemen. I got my good friend and co-host, Mr. Don Longbeard, here with me. How you doing, brother?
Back again.
You're back again.
Back again.
This is where we like to keep you. When we can drag you out of the basement, we like to put you in front of a microphone.
It's Saturday night.
Ooh, it is. And welcome to Saturday night, everybody. It's like cricket.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's like expecting something from Brent.
Some applause.
Like, yeah, please, yeah.
Golf clap. All right. No, it's Saturday night. It is. Yeah.
Yes, Saturday night.
How's your week going, Don? How's everything going?
It's good. It's good. It's the same as every other night, really.
It is.
Yeah, it kind of is. Except I'm here with all of my friends.
That's right. We're all together once again. The family is joined once again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you guys, but come on, bring it in. Group hug.
Group hug. Oh.
Okay. All right. All right.
Hey, there's Cade Moya.
There's Cade Moya. Good to see you guys. Good to see all of you guys that are here.
Happy solstice.
Hello.
Merry solstice. Merry solstice.
Merry solstice and merry meet.
Longest night of the year.
Absolutely. Longest night. But the good news is the daylight shall be returning now.
About 3 minutes a day.
The rebirth of the sun, as it were.
As it were.
Leading us to the spring, which is my one of my favorite seasons. Equally favorite is, of course, summer. And second place, so spring and summer are tied. Second place is fall, and then like 15th place is winter.
What exactly comes in between
I don't
fall
know,
and
just,
winter?
I don't know, but it's a big distant last.
Second spring.
Although, Don, this
mini
is
summer.
Yeah, it's like Hobbits. 11sies. Yeah.
11sies.
Yeah, for food. But I just think that this has been a pretty good winter, though. I got to admit. It's been warm, it's been rainy and melty, and I like it. See, I'm okay with the rain. It doesn't have to be sunshiny and all, paradisey, but I don't even know if that's a word, but it is now. But I just don't like cold. I don't like being cold. I don't like feeling cold. And I don't like having to wrap up in 15 layers to go get the mail. That kind of stuff to me is just... what can I say? I'm in the wrong temperate zone, I guess. But
did I even happen to mention the other night when I got home from work, I had to drive through a 3-foot berm to get to my driveway? Did I happen to mention it took me 2 hours to shovel that?
Yeah, exactly. So what the hell are we doing here? That's my point.
A mile. You're talking about, it's been a mild winter so far.
Well, it has. You got one snowfall. What was last winter? I was shoveling 15 times a day last winter. It was so terrible.
God, dude, come out to my house.
You know what last winter was like, dude. You were always shoveling. It was like
I'm always Throw in that shovel.
That's what I'm saying.
2.5 feet though. It was literally 2.5, 3 feet, and it's the opening to my driveway is like 20 feet long. I shoveled the entire thing. That's not to mention how long the actual driveway is.
That's true as well. But it was only a 6-inch snowfall.
It's been a mild winter this winter.
It has. You know it has. I mean, what's it like outside now, Don? Well, what's temperature?
Wet.
50 degrees or 40
Seattle.
degrees. It's like, it's crazy. It's awesome. So,
It's like London.
yeah, I know. It's good day, mate. Hello,
mate.
governor.
Oh, governor. Good day,
Chip, chip, cheerio. Sorry.
Chitty chitty bang bang and all that good.
I love the winters in London. Oh, you know we love it
This is not
here.
a valid menu option.
Why? What? Huh? What?
I don't have any clue.
That happened to you during Trusika.
It happened to me when you were here one time too. I don't know what the hell it is.
Really?
It's just this random thing that comes on. I don't
Be
know
quiet,
what the hell it is.
Duke. We don't care if it's 50 there. Happy spring!
Happy spring. Yeah, exactly. So this isn't the Weather Channel, of course, but I'm just having a little happy dance here because the winter's been pretty gentle. Well, this is the Paranormal Portal, your home for all things paranormal, along with some boisterous conversation, I guess, as well. But if you guys have anything paranormal and you don't want to call in, you can always email us as well. You can email paranormalportalradio@gmail.com. We do have a special announcement tonight. Don and I have been spitballing some ideas, and we're thinking of what would be a great way to
End the year?
end the year and welcome in the next year. And Don, what is that way?
You know, I thought it would be great. And we thought it would be great. Is if you know
Thanks
the whole new year, new you, new gear.
Ooh, that was really good. I
So
like that.
we're offering 15% off at our Teespring store by using the code PORTAL, all capital letters, 2020, to ring in the new year, the new you, in your new paranormal gear.
Paranormal Portal style. So you can be we're representing your own Paranormal Portal
That's right.
gear. 15% off. The code again, all capital letters, Portal,
Portal.
PORTAL 2020.
2020, so you can see clearly now.
That offer will be available until midnight on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
So if you've been sitting on the fence thinking, should I? Maybe I should. Well, we're just hoping that this makes it an easier choice for you. And just a way to say thank you to all of you guys who have helped make 2019 an amazing year for the Portal.
Yes.
And just our way to hopefully get you to represent our show.
You might as well have nice clothes going into 2020, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I got underwear that's older than a lot of our audience, I'm sure.
I was just thinking about that. I'm like, this pair of socks has a hole in it.
I don't
Oh, it's socks and underwear year. That's right.
I look in the underwear drawer and it's like, God, I should just wear a waistband and forget about it. Like, what the hell is
Holy
that?
underwear, Batman.
Yeah, it's like a waistband with some shards of fabric attached
Don't worry,
to it.
dads. Christmas is coming.
Ooh, I need some new undies.
I need some new tidy whities, man.
I could use another pair of waders. No, I am a boxer brief guy, but their lifespan is far exceeded, I think. So we got to do Portal underwear, right?
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
If I could find some way to actually do
Can
it.
you imagine right along the butt cheeks, Paranormal Portal?
Oh God. Oh no.
I know I've had some paranormal things happen in that end.
Yeah,
I've exercised a few demons in there.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I was just waiting.
Don, did you hear that growl? And you can smell its sulfurous breath.
Oh my God. No, Jess. No dang Speedos.
Yeah, there's no Speedos are
Verboten. Go back in a couple years ago and look at those pictures of Arnie on the beach. That's what you're gonna get.
yeah, except it won't be like Arnie. It'll be like Homer. For
Donuts.
Ooh, bikinis. Yeah, I love the support. The marble bags. No, they should not be allowed. They should be legal. But anyway, that's our big announcement, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Just to bring to close out 2019, we wanted to offer that. So if you feel like you might be in the market for some really sexy Paranormal Portal gear,
It's good stuff.
head over to our Teespring site. I don't know if I have a link open. I do.
You do?
I do.
Wow,
So
that's amazing.
head over to our site, and you too could get yourself some of this fantastic Paranormal Portal gear. And, it would sure help us out as well to open 2020 with
A bank account.
without negative money. Yeah.
We like to operate in the black.
Yeah, exactly. But no, there's some great stuff here, and so hopefully you guys will check it out. And if you do get anything, please send us pics. I love when you guys show us pics of you wearing the gear. That to me is awesome.
Yep.
We've gotten several people sending them in, and it's just an honor. So thank you guys, those of you who have already supported us, and thank you to those of you who will. That goes a long way.
Oh, what about the Paranormal Portal, Paranormal Investigation journals, too?
You mean
I guess.
the journal?
The journal?
That one?
That one.
That one is available, ladies and gentlemen. We have sold some of them. Thank you guys for those of you who have stepped up and ordered one of the Paranormal Investigation and journals. Investigation Journal is our attempt to help streamline paranormal investigation by offering several outlines and data sets that you hopefully will look for. Some of it is free form where there's just lines. Others of it has tables that you can fill in as you are gathering information of a paranormal investigation.
With a feast for your Christmas guests.
With the what?
You said tables.
Oh,
Fill in tables. Goodness.
tables, like columns and rows, Don. Like Excel kind. Just saying.
Oh, boy.
But anyway, that is out there. That is on Amazon as we speak. It is available.
Bomber says he needs a paranormal mask and a bag of money. As long as you're not wearing the paranormal mask while you're getting the bag of money, we're okay.
Let's not destroy the brand before we've built it. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the Paranormal Portal Paranormal Investigation Journal, available on Amazon. And if you go to Amazon, and the link is in the description if you want to check it out. All the links for all the stuff we're talking about is in the description. So just an opportunity if you have someone to buy a gift for that's tough to buy for, but they're into the paranormal, this might be a decent gift. Just saying, just throwing it out there. But check it out. All of this goes a long way to keep the lights on here on the portal.
Yes.
And allow us to develop our vision for 2020. This is really important because everything we're working on unfortunately has a barrier.
Signed copies of the journal, Cade. I'm the only one with the signed copy so far.
If you want a signed copy, that's fine. You'll have to let me know. And
Costs an extra $50.
Don. Yeah. No, it doesn't. But it would have to be purchased differently. I would have to purchase it, have it delivered, sign it, and then re-ship it to you.
It would probably cost a few bucks extra. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's gonna cost.
Well, his signature is going to be worth like
50 cents probably.
Oh, I was going to give you $1.50.
Oh, whatever. Nice. There you go. It'll be a keeper. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, those are the big things that are going on right now.
Yes.
We would appreciate any and all support you can offer us. I don't ever feel like, like I want to sound like I'm panhandling. So I hope everything that you're seeing offered here at least
holds some value.
Has value. Yeah. It's not just, hey, give us cash. Because we talk to you. I mean, that's not what I ever want it to be about. Now, if you do want to just donate, like you just don't really want any kind of,
you can always just go to
any
PayPal.
gear, just head up to above Don. I'm kind of doing the Brady Bunch thing here. It's up in the corner. There's a donate link for those of you on YouTube. You can see the donate link there. But if you're
PayPal.me/paranormal portal.
Again, I was talking over you. Say it again.
No,
please.
it was me talking over you. It's PayPal.me/paranormal portal, and you can donate directly through PayPal.
Yep, those are all possibilities. So, and then there's if you're on YouTube, Super Chat is available as well.
I just want a patron to throw money at things. Okay, yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah. Are we going to talk about that?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Let's keep the lid on that one for now.
Mum's the word.
Kind of. But anyway, guys, welcome to the show, and we are going to discuss paranormal stuff because that's what we do. But first of all, I got some. I found this and we're leading into the holiday season. I found this link thanks to Paranormal Science Lab on YouTube or on Facebook rather, and I gotta see if I can find it now. I know I opened it.
He's got a tabathon going on.
Yeah, welcome to my world. I don't want your newsletter. There it is. Okay, so this I thought was kind of awesome because it is the holiday season, but I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Victorian art and Victorian attempts at. I mean, you've seen. I think we went over some Victorian. Or at least old photos of people how they used to celebrate Halloween.
Yes,
and some of those were absolutely terrifying, just absolutely terrifying. And so Lisa found this article. Lisa Martin, who's been a guest on the show, she's a paranormal investigator and runs the Paranormal Science Lab Facebook group. She found this article of "Have a Creepy Little Christmas with These Unsettling Victorian Christmas Cards." Well, it says Victorian cards, but I assume they're all geared towards Christmas. So look at that lovely picture. Does that not freak you out? That is just disgusting. But the frog looks happy, but that bug looks like it's going for the kill.
That's an assassin bug.
Yeah, exactly.
Assassin beetles.
It says anthropomorphic cats, murderous frogs, and insects dancing by the moonlight aren't exactly part of our Christmas card tradition today. However, back in the 19th century, Victorians thought nothing unusual about sending their loved ones a grim image of a dead robin with the words, "May yours be a joyful Christmas."
Really?
Nice. There it is. It's right on the screen now, ladies and gentlemen. What in the hell is going on? Many of these strange Victorian cards are making the rounds on social media this holiday season. At Horrible Sanity had shared some especially disturbing ones, like the scene of a frog on frog stabbing.
Frog on frog stabbing.
And St. Nicholas stuffing a kid in a sack. But where do these visuals come from and what do they mean? Some of that significance is now lost to history, yet it's important to consider that Christmas wasn't widely celebrated until the early 1800s. So over the 19th century, the iconography, is that how I should say that? I don't know.
You're the film guy.
I don't know. I think that's right. Iconography. Thank you. I just couldn't find that the emphasis there, but thank you. Of the pre-St. Nicholas, pre-Santa St. Nicholas, the trees, the presents, the snow evolved gradually. Well, there's the dead bird. It's like, wow. That almost looks like something you send to people you don't like. This guy hit the window. I painted him. So there's one. May yours be a joyful Christmas. It's a freaking dead bird.
They wait for Passover. He'll come back alive.
Yeah. What the hell's going on here?
I don't know.
He robbed him. He's running away with the cash. Merry Christmas to you. What in the hell is that?
Happy consumer Christmas.
Yeah. This is pre-exploitation of the holiday.
That's frogstripulation.
Yeah.
I can't even say
wow.
it now. Wow.
That is absolutely tragic.
Oh, God.
The rise of Christmas in Victorian England is often cited as going back to Queen Victoria, who, with her German-born husband, Prince Albert, celebrated their 1848 holidays by decorating an evergreen tree, something captured in an illustration widely shared by the Illustrated London News. According to the BBC, the first major Christmas card dates to 1843 with Henry Cole illustrating a happy family around a dinner table. It was a little expensive for the average citizen, but still the tradition caught on. So in 1880 alone, the BBC states the new industry produced 11.5 million cards.
Wow.
Wow, somebody really got on the front end of that deal. So competitive was the new trade that, as Tara Moore writes in Victorian Christmas in Print, even Alfred Lord Tennyson was given 1,000 guineas to write a Christmas card poem. Moore adds that that there is an assumption that a culture that encourages Christmas is at least tacitly Christian. Nonetheless, people of other beliefs at times found it beneficial to take part in what they saw as a celebration of the middle class values and English identity. Some poetry and imagery fixated on the nativity story, but others were more about cultural Christmas, often purposely removed from religion. And alongside pagan traditions endured in Britain and throughout Europe in 2013, Sarah Elizabeth Troop chronicled a few of these monsters of Christmas for Atlas Obscura, such as the well-known Krampus, a sort of evil counterpart to St. Nicholas, and the more obscure Mary Lwyd, a skeleton horse from Welsh tradition who challenges people in a battle of rhymes. Wow. There's some influence on this on the cards, as well as general interests of the era. Whether science, art, or religion, social messages were often evoked, such as dead birds reminding people of poor children dying in the winter streets.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be?
Wow. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Don't look at the starving kids. Just avoid that. We'll show you a bird instead. So while they are profoundly undeniable, bizarre to view now, even the creepiest of Victorian Christmas greetings likely had some contemporary meaning to the center. Look at that. It's a freaking bloodbath. A hearty Christmas greeting. Nothing says Christmas like dead stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what the hell.
Jesus.
A hearty Christmas greeting for jovial froggies in a skating would go.
Those don't look like jovial froggies.
They don't look they're skating either. Looks like they're dead and dying. They asked their mama, but she sternly said no, and they all came to grief in a beautiful row.
Oh,
jeez.
jeez.
Oh my God.
That? That's just sad.
There's a sweet Christmas moral for one not too slow. Just so. That's what the whole card says.
That's morbid. That is some morbid stuff.
What the hell's the purpose of that? Well, if mom says no, you don't get your skates on and go skating.
Really not. You end up in a beautiful row.
Yeah. Yeah. A sorrowful row. What the hell is that? There's birds going to go torch a village.
It's the monster.
Yeah. Oh, I think we found where they store the nuts. Take flight, my brethren. It says, may all jollity lighten your Christmas hours.
They don't look happy.
No, they look like a lynch mob. My God, what the hell's going on?
Blow it up a little bit. Get a little zoom on there.
This is
They
like,
do. Oh, there you go. That's good.
that is just disturbing as hell. They're marching to the death of somebody.
We're going to kill him.
Where's the suet? Put out the suet.
I need my seed.
I have a need for seed. It's like Vin Diesel was up in front here.
Jess says it's a birdseed strike.
Yeah.
The bird mob.
Yeah.
Said black tree.
Yeah. More sunflowers.
We
What
need
the
more
hell?
sunflower.
This is not
Less
very festive.
millet. We don't like millet.
You know, this is not festive. To me, that's terrifying. All right, so here's what the hell is this?
Those are oysters.
Couple of mussels?
You're quite muscular.
It's the predecessor to Venice Beach.
Muscle beach.
Thank you very much. I'm here all night. Thank you very much. He's back here flexing. Yeah.
What does that one say?
I don't know. It says, absent friends, natives, may we soon see them again. A Merry Christmas to you. Who the hell's the friends here? What are, I don't understand the representation at all. Are they sailing to the New World or what's going on here? How old is this
Au
one?
revoir.
They're going
Get
to,
out.
they're starting a new colony.
Bon chance.
Won't be long.
See ya.
We can go visit.
They'll be back shortly.
Yeah. Look at this one. It's like Bunker Hill for ants. What the hell's what's going on here? It says the red ants have a flag that reads "The compliments of the season."
Oh my.
Yeah. Wow. Look at the black
looks
ants.
like- yeah, it
the
looks like
black
they're
ants really
fighting.
took
Oh,
a
they
beating.
are fighting. They've got swords.
Yeah, they're jamming it, man. Look at that one's bleeding. What the hell?
He took one to the back. Tis a flesh wound.
Tight now, prisoners. 'Tis the season.
Die! Die! Oh my gosh, what's our time?
I don't know. We got
Good
1
thing we
minute.
looked.
1 minute left. There's a goat about to eat a child.
Hold on to that.
I have come to greet you. That's just disturbing as hell.
Put a circle around its head.
Yes, Satan. What in the hell is going on?
35 seconds.
All right, we're going to go to our first break. Carry these mental images with you until we come right back. We'll visit more of these morbidly odd Christmas representations from time gone past. Don't go away. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half hour is now upon us here on the Paranormal Portal. And the first half hour was that absolute laughing riot, of course. And that's what you can mostly expect here on the show, in case you're new.
You must be new.
You must be new. And if you are also new and you're like, why are they taking breaks? What's going on? Excuse me. The Paranormal Portal is also being simulcast on TFRlive.com. It's also being simulcast on iHeart, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live on Friday, Saturday nights. So we, in order to stay congruent with the schedule of those networks, we have to take half-hour breaks, just so you know. So they're not just because we're working so hard and need a breather, because our Wednesday show we do straight through with no breaks. But we have to do them to stay on the network schedule, so just so you understand. But anyway, we were going. What's going on?
I was just thinking about those Christmas cards. I just can't get.
Yeah,
and those are just awesome.
These cards, of course, are visual, ladies and gentlemen, but we are simulcasting on youtube.com/paranormal portal if you want to come over and see the madness that we're talking about.
Oh my God.
But these cards are definitely not festive. I wouldn't send these cards to people I hate. So just saying,
Get the hint.
Yeah. They are very bizarre, but we're going to continue through this list. I'm not sure how many are left, but we're just going to keep rolling until we get there. We left with the devil confronting a child eating fruit.
Go to Claus.
No, it's not. It's just a goat, but goat. It looks like a Krampus, though, doesn't it?
It's like, I'm going to take your fruit.
Looks like a north end of a,
I wonder
of
if
a
that's a
southbound
plum.
Krampus.
Little Johnny Horner. Oh, a southbound Krampus.
Sorry, I have to cough. I get a bit froggy. All right, so we're going to continue through this list and see where we end up here.
Bomber says she wants to send him to her neighbors.
Do the one of the ants fighting. That'll tell them there's a battle going on. Season's greetings. Hoisting a flag upon their corpses.
Their corpse. I will hoist a flag upon your corpse.
Yeah, I think that. Nothing
Or
says
teabag you, one or the other.
nothing says Merry Christmas like.
But good teabagging.
Oh my God! There you go. That sounds. You've got so many. I'll take one.
Can't pay your bills.
Oh my God!
What have you got in the bag, Santa?
What is it? I gotta read what it says about the last one. I come to greet you. Inside it says, "Loving Christmas greetings. May smiling faces ring around your glowing hearth this Christmas day. May fun and merriment abound, and all your world be glad and gay." Well, there you go. I don't know how this is a visual representation for that, but that's how they're selling it back in Victorian times, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I will say that they are incredibly artistic, and that, it definitely does show you that old style.
It's called macabre.
It is, but this one is nothing short of freaking disturbing as hell. What the hell is going on here?
I need new adrenochrome.
Yeah. Santa's got to get adrenochrome for the Illuminati. Ho, ho, ho. That stuff doesn't make by elves. I don't know. Oh, my God. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And it says a happy Christmas. If there are some parents that I think don't like children much, so maybe this is a card for them.
Oh no!
You kids, get out of my yard. There you go. This is Bad Santa.
Oh no!
From long ago. There you go. There's some owls. This is Harry Potter. This is the beginnings of Harry Potter.
Owl mail.
Yeah,
Oh,
it says a
goodness.
happy Christmas to you. And nothing says happy Christmas like some owls on trikes, I guess. I'm not sure what kind of bikes these are. They are depicting these owls carrying like a letter. So it's
May you be abducted this Christmas.
yeah, exactly. Hey, you've been approved for Hogwarts. This is the slow owl division.
These are terrestrial owls.
Yeah, these are the earth owls. That's like the difference between priority mail and first class. This is first class owls right here.
That's last class. The only thing worse than that is snail mail.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah. Well, when pigs ride bikes, there you go. Looks like a race going on to me. God Jewel, Merry Christmas. Before 1946, art by Jenny Nystrom. Wikimedia is the source for this one. That's not so macabre. It's just weird. It's just odd. But it does show a gnome. It's a red cap. They're not generally nice guys, by the way. For the record, red cap gnomes are the kind that will just as soon shoot you as look at you.
I like this one because I like the idea. I'm thinking, you know what? They're just taking the pigs to the smokehouse. Follow me, children. Follow me. The Pied Piper of pigdom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, one's got a squeeze box. One pig's got a squeeze box.
Yeah. Mama's got a squeeze box.
Daddy doesn't sleep at night.
There you go. In the portal fashion. Here's one. I don't know. Is that a conch shell? And,
Starfish.
Starfish.
It's certainly a barnacle.
This is from Nova Scotia Archives.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So that's best wishes for Christmas.
Nice.
It's a conch shell and some. I don't know what these noodles are called. Anemone? Those aren't anemone.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, but there is a really funky starfish and stuff. I don't know. I mean, some places don't have snow, so that makes sense. Here's some cats trying to get out of the rain. Not really macabre, not weird. Just it's weird, but it's not really the cartoony stuff that we expect today. But it says, "Wishing you a Merry Christmas." Very strange. There's just this one's not so bad. It's just, hey, this is the dogs. This is me and my dogs, or just my dogs.
Here's my family.
A Happy Christmas. That's from 1908. Here's some cats on a roof.
That guy in the background doesn't look very happy. Will you shut up?
Yeah, there's going to be a shoe coming pretty quick.
Shoes.
He's going to throw shoes out the window.
My name's Tommy the cat.
It says, in silvery accents, whispering low, a happy Christmas tide. England, 1880.
If it was whispering low, why is the dude mad that they're waking him up?
Well, I'm sure they're not whispering.
He's like,
I had cats doing that outside of my window one night, and I had never heard that before. I think it was mating season, and they figured right under my bedroom window was where it was a good spot. And I'm telling you, it's the most horrific sound I've ever woken up to in my life. It sounds like someone's in agony. It's like, oh my God. So yeah, I've heard that joyous choir of procreation from our feline friends, and it's absolutely terrifying. So we got humanization of kangaroos. This must come from Australia, I'm betting. An example of one of the first Australian Christmas cards collected by Bessie Rouse. It's from Sydney Living Museums.
Wow.
Excuse me, hold on, got a cough.
Those slippers look rather comfy.
They kind of do. They don't give you much for the heel, though. It's all toe action in there.
Don't be a heel.
Oh, there you go, Don.
Oh, yes. Everybody wants to be all traditional and stuff.
Let's just get right to that. Right to the
children, come this way.
Don's going to show you the freezer today. Come down the steps now, don't you trip. Throw you on the grill with some fish and sorry. That's really dark. I don't know. I'm just rolling with it, ladies and gentlemen. This show is obviously not scripted. You get it as soon as it comes out of our mouths, fresh from the oven.
Would you like your skin crispy?
Oh, God. Oh, no. There's this is a reading dog. There you go.
Friggin' beagle.
Joyful Christmas to you. This is another more red caps and pigs.
And pigs, yeah. I like these people again. Maybe they're Cherokees.
Yeah, maybe they invented bacon.
Yeah.
I don't know where this red cap thing is coming from, but
maybe that's what it is.
It's I don't know what the hell that says. Glow dig jewel.
Okay, it's
Christmas.
Norwegian.
Merry Christmas. Okay, yeah. Norway. Huh. I don't know what the legend of gnomes and pigs are there, but it's very interesting.
Oh,
There's a couple moths.
Oh, hey, that's not too bad.
The night is dark, and my messenger moth, has the weight of my love to bear, to fly to the light of thy laughing eyes, and lay down his burden there. The sun shall arise to gild the snow that hushes each human tread. My love shall wait thy door, sweetheart, where my messenger moth lies dead. Oh no! It was just
Special deliver.
yeah. So if you see a dead moth, it's just somebody's
sending love. It's
somebody
okay.
sending the weighty love, and it was more than the moth could bear. That's what it means.
It's the moth message. Yes, thank you, Kathy. That's where the Mothman came from.
Yeah, exactly.
Mothman.
Special delivery, Mothman mail. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It ends in horror. That's terrible. And it was copyrighted, apparently. At one point, it says copyright.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we're long past its lifetime for copyright protection. Oh, Jesus. That's terrible. Look at that. They're flowers with kid heads.
They're like bonnets.
Yeah, okay, but
Like
they got kid faces on it. That's creepy as hell.
Daisies.
That's like
Little
Little Shop of
pansies.
Horrors kind of stuff there. It is, right?
And a letter a name.
But it says Happy Christmas.
Yes.
Wow. There you go. What the hell's going on?
I just had this.
Oh,
Oh, what the hell is that?
I don't know. I have no idea. Now dance and jump and make good cheer, for Christmas comes but once a
In
year.
our case, thank God. What's wrong with that?
No, that chicken's
chicken?
not going to make it for another one, so that's good. I guess we know what's on the menu. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Nothing says Christmas like a little Satan. The weather's cold. The weather's cold, so ish hard. Or wish. That's a W. Okay, this is supposed to be a
that's
W.
W, so
The
wish
weather's cold, so wish hard. My income friend is suffering from the cramp. What the hell? So please excuse this imperious card, as all I'm good for is a used up. I don't know. Wow, they must not have taught a lot of poetry back then.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
I think
So what is that? Is that like hollyberry, a used up?
I used up plant. I don't know what the hell's going on there. It's just all I'm good for is a used up, and then there's a picture of holly underneath that. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea, but the devil makes the W. So that's festive as hell. Here's some more
What
pigs.
kind of cramp?
This is Norway again. There's got to be some with the pig in Norway, as far as having to do with the Yuletide. Very interesting. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Here's some frogs getting out of the rain. Every good wish for your Christmas. Okay, with frogs.
I shall wish for rain.
Oh, more dead birds, Don.
Oh, what is it? Why?
What's it? There's dead
Oh,
birds
it's not.
in the bowl.
They're not dead. They're pickled. Read the card.
Oh, well, yeah, but what do you
Read the
think?
card. Read the
How
card.
many live pickles have you pulled out of the jar?
No. The birds are drunk.
Oh, okay.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. They're drinking from the cup.
Okay, that's from Ireland.
That makes sense.
They must.
Huh? It makes perfect sense.
There's a cat peering over the table ledge.
The cat will be drunk soon too.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he'll get his.
Oh, Jesus, that's like a Happy Christmas to you. That's a terrible looking snowman. It's like he's rising from the grave or something. There's an indifferent sun up in the sky.
He's like, meh.
I saw that coming. There's more little people. May Christmas render your heart and home full of happiness.
That's a good one.
That looks like a little brownie or something, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cute. That's cute. I like that one.
Oh my God.
This is a party. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. So some of them are not real macabre.
Fly?
It looks like a bee.
A bee guy.
I'm gonna go with a bee, and then
Oh.
the bird and the cricket, or I guess that's a cricket.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. Yeah.
A forebearer to Jiminy Cricket, I imagine.
Yeah, and those birds are like, I'm hungry. Christmas dinner.
Yeah, and it comes with a violin,
Let me play you a tune.
and there's a bee with a trumpet. So they're coming to jam. This is a Merry Christmas.
Okay.
What the hell is that? A
I don't
potato?
know, but it's got. I like its legs. It's got quite the gams there.
Nice gams. Okay. Christmas pudding themed card. Oh, Christmas
it's
pudding.
a Christmas pudding.
Yeah, I don't know what really
don't
Christmas
get it.
pudding is. It's like a melon, though, isn't it? Or some kind of gourd? I don't know, isn't it?
I
Isn't
don't
that
know,
what
but that's a gorgeous card.
Okay. Oh, look at that one. With many Merry Christmas greetings. I guess it just hatched or hatching.
Oh.
That's really creepy looking. That's weird. Okay, here's Who's Afraid.
What?
I don't know, is this the big bad wolf kind of thing?
Wow.
Who's Afraid? I don't
Oh,
know.
it's-
Is that bird poop or is that snow?
I think it's supposed to be snow.
Okay.
So, but if it was bird poop, I'd be afraid.
Yeah.
Seagulls.
All right. What is this one? Oh, it's just they built the most horrifying snowman
Oh
ever.
my gosh.
That's horrible.
That's a
Just look at the teeth on that
that's
thing,
a
dude.
snow stalagmite.
A Victorian snowman. Really? Man. Oh man. There's the cats on a whistle. Or is that a one hitter? What's going What's going on here? The cats are all hanging out on the big one
We're
hitter.
wishing you a perfectly Merry Christmas.
You're close. It says wishing you a perfectly happy Christmas.
Oh,
Perfectly happy. I don't know what this.
I think it's a sneak attack because
Oh,
it's so burned out at the.
There's more goats. Happy Christmas to you. There's
Oh my! Now that certainly is anthropomorphic.
yeah. Here's a crow for Christmas. And that's it, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, those are Victorian Christmas cards. I hope you feel more worldly. I think they're
I
pretty
feel
hilarious.
slightly violent.
They are really bizarre. Yeah, very strange.
Oh, my goodness.
But I guess I guess we've grown in a lot of ways since then. At least in our idea of decency, we don't have warring armies on our Christmas cards.
Diane
longer.
Fowler says Christmas pudding's made out of the drippings from roast beef. That actually sounds pretty good. But what,
So it's like a blood
is it like
pudding
a,
or
is
something?
it like it's like a rice with rice in it? And I don't
See, I thought it was a
the jus
oh, okay.
made with jus.
I did not know that. Okay. So it's not really a pudding by our American sense of the word. Okay. Because pudding in America, of course, is a sweet, lovely confection
Ugh.
or concoction or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's not really paranormal, but it's really weird. So we cover the weird here too. Not as often, but I think the paranormal is weird anyway. So I hope
You
that all
think?
makes sense.
Who's Valiant Thor?
Huh?
Is that a new name? Valiant Thor?
Wow, there was a. Well, I mean, I don't think it's the Valiant Thor,
Well,
but
of course not. That'd be like John.
how's things
Peter.
on Venus?
How's-
First of all,
Inside Venus?
it's okay. On and inside, that's pretty cool. Valiant Thor. Yeah. We probably should do a podcast about Valiant Thor.
Yeah, we probably should.
Do a discussion about it because I think the people, of course, that research UFOs are pretty well versed in that, but you got to go into a lot of antiquity in the topics that are covered in a lot of the deep research that people have done regarding. Well, that was by virtue of the Eisenhower Accords, right?
Yes.
That Valiant Thor came to work with the U.S. government.
Yes.
That's the alleged happenings, and Valiant Thor was supposed to have been an extraterrestrial person or being that allegedly originated from Venus. So there are apparently series of pictures throughout quite a time.
Like 3 years. It's 3
Is it only 3 years? Oh, okay. I thought there was like decades apart where it looked like he hadn't aged a bit. Are you sure?
I'm fairly certain.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. I thought that that they had pictures spanning quite a length of time that
Our-
seemed to show he didn't age at all.
Our chatter Valiant Thor says, yes, I'm in Venus. We have Wi-Fi here too.
Nice. Nice. Well, being as advanced as you are, I'm
Yes,
sure
of course.
that
It's not really Wi-Fi. It's just kind of like,
it's just Fi.
yeah, Fi. Oh boy.
What does Wi-Fi stand for? Wireless something.
Hi, it's
Wireless frequency interface or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, but those are the Victorian cards I thought we would cover because it's just kind of different. It does have to do with the holiday season, and I think that we're kind of all on our countdown towards the Christmas holiday, and it's both exciting and stressful and good and in some cases bad because what?
Oh no, it's been a rough day. So yeah, a good laugh is nice.
A good laugh is always nice. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of us having to go out and brave the crowds. I went out to Walmart the other day, and I can't believe the amount of traffic. And we have a small community here. We really do. And the amount of people there spending all that money and it's just it's so commercialized.
I know.
It's so commercialized and
I wanna like stab little froggies as they go by.
What?
Yes, I don't like you.
Oh.
Out in the public right now.
Oh,
It's like go to Walmart and see what
Walmart, Y'allmart. Got to go to Y'allmart.
Walmart.
Going to Y'allmart.
Yes, Marlena. Yeah, this got yeah.
That was the link you sent me. Yep, I got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it just had some more. I think the good ones we've already gone through though.
it looks like it. But let's see. Let's take a look at the clock here because I want to see how much time we have. We have literally 4 minutes until the hour breakdown.
What?
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
We've been at it a while, but we actually have a call. But we have 4 minutes until the break, so I guess we could answer it now. We'll answer the call now, but you may
Oh, okay.
have to wait. And this is, I think, Sage. Is this you, Sage?
It is me. Hey.
Hi. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Good.
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that Valiant Thor was a guest at the Pentagon, and when I say guest, it was it's weirdly loosely term where and it was for a total of 3 years. The military felt like they had at first their full power over them, but then he was known walking through the hallways when they tried to remove his suit. It was almost impossible. He was very willing to help them. He seemed to be in more than one place at one time.
Mm-hmm.
His ship was parked, but was also cloaked. He did say that he was from Mars, and some of the things that he said were in some ways deceptive. But
See, no, I would always heard that he was from Venus. I never heard Mars ever.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
Venus.
okay. Gotcha.
Venus. It all came down to the fact that there were 3 races, and his plea was for us not to go down the road that we chose to go down, which was nuclear weapons.
Oh,
And
sure.
he asked that we trust him, and if we went and trusted them, then we would get the information afterwards, and that didn't settle well with the government.
The power.
Well, Well, see, this is what led up to the Greada Treaty, and what supposedly also happened at the same time was Zeta Reticulans, what we know as Greys, were visiting at the same time, and they were basically having an intergalactic conference. And Eisenhower and the government was given a choice. You can go with valiant Thor and have the benevolent, the benevolent guidance of the Venusians, or you could go with the Zetas that'll make you money in warfare. And so,
which mind and were already cloning
Right, yeah.
and had technology and were bartering.
Right,
And
exactly.
so not only were they willing to trade, but had already traded
Right,
with humans
Right.
prior to that.
Well, see, and that was
And-
part of the treaty too. Was break time. If you want
There-
to keep talking, hold the line.
Oh,
Yep, hold the line. We'll
Okay,
come right
I'll
back
hold.
to you after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our break, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Don't go away.
Everybody likes to play their games. Everybody loves to place their bets. They don't understand the price I paid. They don't care to comprehend. Trace their lines upon my body, dripping scars across my heart. Raging anger boils inside me as their lies keep falling apart.
Carol Ann is not like those she's with. They're attracted to the one thing about her that's different from themselves. Her life force is very strong. It gives off its own illumination. It is a light that implies life and memory of love and home and earthly pleasures. Something they desperately desire, but can't have anymore. Right now, she's the closest thing to that.
Poltergeists are usually associated with an individual. Hauntings seem to be connected with an area. A house, usually.
Poltergeist disturbances are of fairly short duration, perhaps a couple of months. Hauntings can go on for years.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hour number 2 now of the Paranormal Portal. We are in to the last hour of our show, and
Wow, how
the first
quickly it's
hour,
gone.
the first hour just, yeah, it was like,
Where'd it
just
go?
where did it go? It's already gone, Don.
It's
That's
kinda,
how time flies here in the portal.
kind of like 2019.
Oh no, I felt every moment of it.
Oh, but I'm glad it's gone.
No, you know, I think 2019 was an incredible year in a lot of ways, and some things really began taking shape and form in my life personally, and I believe that it's all about shaping towards the unveiling or the manifestation
2020.
of 2020. At least I'm being really optimistic about that. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by our good friend, longtime friend and contributor to the show, Miss Sage, who is calling in to discuss Valiant Thor. So, are you there?
Yes, that was such a sweet thing for you to say to me. Thank you so much.
Oh, sure.
And I want to say that, which I, yesterday was my birthday, and
Happy birthday.
my phone had completely died. Like my battery had died.
Oh.
And so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, I have an actual family, like besides my family that I spend for the first time that I want to spend it with.
Why do we call it
And I
spending
can't.
time with family?
I'm sorry?
Why do we call it spending time with family? That sounds painful.
Depends on your family, I guess.
You know, my husband and I chose a really long time ago to choose our family.
Yeah, families of
And
choice
so-
are amazing. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
I did. Yeah, it just kind of got muffled.
So, like, when I say family, I mean, like, my family's my friends.
Sure. So did you get
You
a new
know,
phone?
and I feel like the portal's a family.
Yeah,
Aw.
absolutely.
Yeah, this one isn't painful to spend time with.
No, no, not at all. You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh. And 2019 has been a roller coaster, I think, for everybody, but it also has closed up a lot of wounds. And at least for me, which this goes actually into what we were talking about, is which I was talking to one of my very good friends about this just today, is that I honestly can't remember the first time that I had my first time when they took me. I can't remember the first time that I haven't been in their presence.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how else to say it.
Sure.
I know when it's a good and when it's a bad. And it's there's a truth that lies, like Valiant. And we live in a universe, and we live on a very small planet in a very big universe.
Mm-hmm.
That it affects other planets,
Sure.
and if he didn't want to give up all his cards, well, did we? No. Of course not.
Right. Yeah, I think that's true.
I mean, I don't blame him, for not showing where his ship was, or, like not telling us all his stuff, because
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's been there's a long tradition of controversy surrounding how and cover-ups and stuff. And even if you look at Roswell, we've had Donald Schmidt on the show, and he's probably the most prolific investigator of the Roswell incident on the face of the planet. And the stories that he tells of how people were so mistreated in a completely illegal manner, but there was no tact or measure to what they would do. They were going to find all their answers no matter what it took. The aggressiveness of the military presence in Roswell, I think, to me, is the most disconcerting, because it was it was an illegal act, and yet was done with absolute impunity.
there is, there is absolutely no way in the world that I would be talking to you today like this if 2019 did not happen the way that it happened.
Sure.
I would not be, there's no way in hell that I would be talking like this. I mean, I had MUFON in my house and I didn't even know it. So even if you think you're like quiet and you aren't telling anyone, they know.
Mm-hmm.
They've always known. I mean, we go to school and they test us. They know.
Sure.
They've been at this for so long. I mean, we're trying to put years on this, and we have so many things around the world that show us that they have been here for such a longer time than we can even understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like our lifespan is so short.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We burn out pretty quick down here.
And one of my issues is that, yep, Roswell happened. Yep, Rendlesham happened. All of these things, they're proven, they've happened, but we need to move on and we need to actually focus on what's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have so many other things that are more important that we weren't facing back then, like AI,
Sure.
which, I mean, even Elon says that's dangerous. And I think that's a dangerous entity on its own. The change in just the planet, the fact that we can all feel that something's coming, the fact that either the veil is thinning or our consciousness is becoming more aware. And they're allowing their ships to be seen, because if they didn't want their ships to be seen, then they would like turn their lights off or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. You'd think.
I mean, they wouldn't fly around in the sky with lights on if they didn't want to be seen.
Right. I think they can probably do whatever they want. I mean, they're not. I don't think these extraterrestrial beings are extraordinarily threatened by anything that we're capable of. I just think they, if their technologies are, if you think of our technology and how far we've come in 50 years, and then you think these beings may be thousands of years advanced to us. It's like, well, it's like us, our military being afraid of a World War I army or a Civil War army marching up, and it's like, well, there's nothing that that Civil War era force could do in the face of a modern military, and I think that it's even more incredibly stated when you think of thousands of years. Like, say, would a Trojan army marching up into Washington D.C. now have a shot? And it's like, hell no, they wouldn't make it off the boat, if they even got to the shore. So I think that they probably have nothing, and they know they have nothing to worry about us, because if these beings are here, and I believe they already know everything that we're capable of, including the things that are hidden. I think that their technology is so far ahead that they can hack any code that we would have, and any systems we could have built. They would be able to access them with no problem at all. So there's no secrets to these beings if they are indeed here.
Right.
So I don't think they have anything to worry about us from us, but we
Right.
like
So
to
then
think that we do.
the question would be is who's controlling who?
Well, that's true. That's true. Well, there are
because
people that
everyone thinks that that's the most ridiculous question,
Right.
theory.
Right.
But in reality,
Mm-hmm.
if they've been around longer, then why is that ridiculous?
Well, I think that there are, of course, the stories, and I don't know what to think of these kind of things, because the rabbit hole goes so deep that it literally gives me a headache to try to think about it too much.
Oh my God, like so
So-
crazy. And I didn't
right.
mean to do that
No,
because
no. I agree.
I really hope that there's another call behind me, so I'm going to get off. But I mean, this I could talk for ever on, because it has just plagued my life, and I mean, the Council of Light, all of it, and then finding out that other people know about it, and how they know about it, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
Just all of, like, it can't be random, like,
Right.
and then how I know star seeds, and then and light workers, and then I find out that other people know about it, and then some woman writes a book, like all of it. But and the thing that people don't really understand is, while all of that was happening, the internet really wasn't that big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, a lot of us had flip phones. We weren't like surfing the net.
Right.
If we did, we might have had dial-up.
Yeah.
But I sure as hell wasn't looking it up.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
So I'm just saying, like, I thought I was cool when I had a beeper. Like, that's the time I come from.
Yeah.
I don't know how I knew what I knew, and all the reality is coming into fruition. And so we have to be waking up in some way. And 2020 is a big year. I'm super excited that I'm waking up with with all of you guys. I'm sorry I keep on calling in. I don't know if it's driving you guys crazy or not, but I just feel like I need to.
Sure.
And I love you guys, and I really hope that there's another call behind me.
No, you're it for right now, but we always appreciate hearing from you. No, don't think twice about it. As long as you're participating in the show, it's wonderful.
Yeah, but Val, I mean, like, he really was trying to do the best for
Oh, sure.
us. Like, I mean, we're in a war, like, and it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I know what it sounds like, but it's our own president said we have a space force
Yeah.
to start digging in,
Yeah.
and then welcome to crazy Rabbit Town. I mean, like, it really just starts going down that world.
Sure. Well, I tell you what, we're in
so
for
I
an
don't know.
epic 2020, I think.
Okay. Yeah, no, we are.
Yeah.
Definitely. But thank you guys.
All right, love you bunches. Have a great night.
Thank
Okay,
you.
love you.
Happy
See ya.
belated
Bye,
birthday.
Don. Bye.
See ya.
Oh, thanks. Bye.
Okay, we do actually have another phone
Wow.
call. Another one just called in, so let's get to this one, and this is area code 845. You're on the air.
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
Well. Hello from Carlton at the Pharmacy Seeds Network. How are you gentlemen tonight?
Carlton, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well.
How's things out there for you?
Good. Things are good, Been cold here lately, but we're used to it here in New York, so, we just survive it.
'Tis the season.
Yes. I wanted to make a comment about the thing Sage was talking about our consciousness expanding in 2020 and all that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Made me think about, are you guys familiar with Paul Stamets?
I'm not personally. Don, are you?
Not off the top of my head.
All right, you guys got to hear about Paul Stamets. He is the leading researcher in fungi worldwide, and he's been researching fungi for, 40 or 50 years, very long time. And one of the things he's discovered is that fungi is, the way that fungal networks build are almost exactly like we build internet networks, and that fungi communicate with each other. Anyway, I thought it was something you guys should hear about, and there's some good videos on YouTube of him. Paul Stamets, The Future is Fungi, is an excellent one. He talks about fungi and how every long-term surviving being on the planet has paired with fungi at some point, and that's helped them survive because of how how durable they are against environmental extremes, pH extremes, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Anyway, excellent researcher to check out, sort of along those lines, and he talks about how fungi are helping the world become more enlightened. And when you look into the science of it, I think he's pretty accurate.
Wow,
anyway, he was also on Joe Rogan recently, and that is an excellent podcast, and he talks about fungi, he talks about psilocybin, and I can't remember if he shares his experience as a child on there, but when he was a kid, he had a stuttering problem, and he actually took a heroic dose of psilocybin and ended up climbed up a tree in a lightning storm, and he had this incredible experience. And when he came down and came back the next day, he didn't stutter anymore ever again.
Oh,
so
cool.
it's a really interesting, transformative experience that he had.
Right. That's amazing. Yeah, I can't imagine being on Joe Rogan. When you said he brought up psilocybin, it's like, yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, well, of course. But
Joe's a bit of a
anyway,
psychonaut.
I just thought I would bring that to people's attention.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's really cool. I find that absolutely amazing. And here's the thing about fungal networks and fungal effects that I find absolutely disconcerting and scary is that there's the type that will actually attach to the ants and will actually take over their mind and make them do things, and that to me scares the hell out of me. It's like that this when you think of fungus, you think of it's a collection of these somewhat independent, correlated cells that form a bigger organism for whatever reason. But it's a plant, and we regard that with a sense of dismissive ideas because
Yeah.
it's a plant. What's a plant going to do? But to know that it can take over a higher functioning organism, or what we believe is higher functioning, control it to its own ends in order to propagate and create a zombie out of it, that is amazing. I mean, it's just bizarre.
Well, if you want to talk about that sort of thing, there's fungi, and there's all sorts of studies and research that have been done with that along those lines. And there's also the worm, canadensis, something, I forget the exact scientific name of the mushroom, but it takes over the worm and it actually flowers out of the worm. That's a really interesting one also. But also there's something called toxoplasma. Are you familiar with that?
I know the term, and I don't know from where, but I've heard that term.
Okay, so it's a virus or a bacteria. I think it's a bacteria that only reproduces in the gut of a cat. But check this out. It actually gets the cat to, how does this work? It gets the cat to urinate, and when it infects rats and mice, it makes them horny for cat urine. So they'll actually go chase a cat down so that the reproductive cycle can continue. And what they've found is that in humans, toxoplasma actually causes all sorts of erratic behavior and stuff. It's really interesting how this whole thing works within its whole reproductive cycle. It's mind-blowing.
It is.
Anyway, check that out, too, toxoplasma. That's a whole interesting thing in itself.
So,
but there seems to be a lot of organisms that do this, like, brain chemistry hijacking thing for their own ends.
I know. and here's the thing, is that it's strategic as hell. I mean, all of the things that it does, and how did that happen without a consciousness? How did that happen without a large world view? I mean, what the hell is going on? There's got to be a methodology to this design that it would know it has to do this to the ants. It has to make them go to some sort of place in order to, like for instance, there's one that makes beetles drown themselves in order to be, so it needs the water to propagate itself, and then it spreads again back to more beetles. And it's like, my God, what in the hell is going on? So
it's wild.
It is. It's just incredible.
But sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead, brother. You're good.
I was just going to say, but then when you step back, you take that perspective and you step back. Like a couple of falls ago, I just studied this recently, and I was looking at trees and plants and flowers, and in the fall, of course, they're at full maturity and they're dropping seeds and stuff. And I watched a maple leaf come down off of a maple tree and spin and fly and go out across the lawn in the wind. And I thought, now what the hell makes a tree decide that, hey, I'm going to propagate my seeds by putting wings on them so they can fly? Think about that. There's got to be some consciousness there, right? I mean, you wouldn't do that by mistake, right?
Yes. Or how did pollen know to form itself like a golf ball so it would be carried by the wind farther? I mean, where was the comparative research there? Let's nope, the triangle didn't work. Circle did okay, but still dropped a little early. Let's put some dents in it.
We need a tetrahedron.
Right. I would love to see nature's original statistical analysis of what's the best propagation method.
But it's trippy as hell when you think about that. I mean, there's got to be some kind of consciousness to this, or at least some broad view that they have, or some ability to view the macrocosm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. To me, it suggests that the whole universe must be conscious and tied together in some way.
Yes.
I mean, I know that's a hell of a jump to make without evidence scientifically to back it, but man, the more you look at the nature of reality and the nature of the universe, it's like all of these things work in this way. How the hell do they know to do that without some greater force guiding them?
Exactly. And so, I gotta say, either that says to me two things. Either there is indeed a universal super consciousness that is responsible for the formation and design of all of this, or this is a simulation and it was all just pre-programmed. I mean, it's hard to believe that any of this could have evolved just by chance. Now I'm sure there's people out there going, "Oh my God, no, you got it all wrong," and that's fine. But this is where I'm at with it. It's like, when you get that type of comprehensive and complex behaviors and propagation methods, that from a spore, for God's sakes. I mean, what's going on? Yeah. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it would be one thing if it was just, okay, just plants do this, or just mushrooms do this, or just cats do this.
Right.
But the more you look across life, the more you realize every one of these pieces of this massive, complex biological puzzle have a role in that puzzle. They're connected to each other. There seems to be Rupert Sheldrake talks about birds and how birds, move in flocks, and how those flocks are able to turn exactly together.
Yes.
And he talks about the morphic field, that's his theory that he's working on with that. And that's a whole interesting thing too. Like how does a flock of 10,000 mockingbirds flying together sort of turn at exactly the same time and exactly the same pattern?
Right.
It's crazy.
It is. It is, brother, but we're about at the break. But, man, thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, and I'll hook up with you guys again soon.
Yeah.
I try to listen to you guys every time you're on every night. So
There we go. Yeah.
thanks for everything you're doing.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you being a part of the show. We'll talk to you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the last break of the night, and then 30 minutes to go, and you will be done with us.
10 seconds.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The last half hour of our show is now underway. It's crazy how quickly this show goes. Having done it for over 3 years now, I still can't get used to this, Don. Doesn't it just seem crazy? How can this already be an hour and a half, Don?
You know, sometimes it used to be we'd get in here and it'd be like, but you know, the last year and a half, 2 years have really picked up, and it's really been fun.
Well, I think that maybe we're just doing our job a little better.
Oh, you think a little? Oh, it was
might be
a
part
little
of it.
Experience, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of in the in the formative stages for quite a while as we were figuring out what the paranormal portal was.
That's true.
You know, and what it's become. I mean,
Right.
in a lot of ways, the show has created itself, and we've just been holding on. You know,
Just
yeah,
seat of the pants.
yeah, pretty
Get in,
much.
sit down, and scream your brains out.
Yeah, I would love to say that we somehow made this, but I think it kind of made itself.
It's
Along with the amazing people that have come along with us and joined us on this journey. And,
hi.
hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome everybody. But yeah, it's just really pretty incredible. Really pretty incredible. Honing the craft. Exactly, Jake. We are always honing the craft. Which sometimes you take out the FT and you put a P in there. And that would be about the first, year and a half anyway.
Oh, God, yeah.
We always had a good time doing the show, but we didn't always know. I mean, we didn't really have an idea of what it was. But the portal kind of taught us, I guess, through the years and through the episodes, and you guys kind of taught us what it was too, because
true.
You guys have always been a part of the formative process of it when you tell us you like something or you didn't like something, and it helped us create the vision for what the portal would become. And it's still formative. We still have ideas that we want to build and create and bring forth. And hopefully, 2020 will be that year for us.
Flowered like a beautiful fungi.
to blossom like a toadstool.
A toadstool.
Yeah, or an amanita or something. Amanita muscaria.
I'm gonna eat that.
Don't. I wouldn't encourage it.
Actually, if you boil it twice, it'll be okay.
If you boil it twice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Boil it 20 minutes, let it cool down, do its thing, and boil it again.
And is it tasty then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I just know that that's what you're supposed to do with them.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And
So,
the
yeah.
Smurfs hate it.
The Smurfs hate amanita. Do they?
No, they hate to be boiled.
Oh.
Hey, that's
Yes.
my house.
Dang it.
Settle down, Grumpy Smurf.
I just put in new drapes. Yeah, that could be. That's pretty temporary housing, though, really, when you think about it.
It's only
They don't
seasons.
last long.
It's seasonal.
It's
They're
seasonal
snowbirds.
housing. Yeah, they house in morels. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the last half hour now, and the night has absolutely flown by. But we always have fun. More live broadcasts. Yeah, Soul Stay. I mean, 7 a week is about all I can manage. I don't know how to do more than that. I couldn't do more than one a day, I don't think. I mean, we're already doing, on several days, doing podcasts and then going into live shows and then all that entails. So it's a pretty busy boat here on the portal. But, I got to say, I get told, and I think I brought this up last night, but people are like, I don't know how you do it. And it's like, honestly, it doesn't feel like work. It just doesn't.
You did say that last night,
yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm working when I'm doing this at all. It feels like it just is so easy. And again, I usually enter each show with an idea of what I think it's going to be, but then the show happens by itself, and I find out at the end what the show was, and that's why it's so hard to make show tiles. And I keep them real ambiguous because I have no idea what's going to happen throughout the course of the show or what topic is going to come up and rise to the surface through our discussion. A lot of times I don't know, but we have another call, and this is our very own Deb.
Oh.
Hello, Miss Deb. Welcome
Hi,
to the show.
gorgeous.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
There she is.
There you are. Welcome to the show. Good to hear from you.
Hey, it's nice to be heard.
What's on your mind tonight, my lady?
Oh, well, everybody everybody talking about, waking up and somebody watching them and stuff. I've only had one time when something like that happened, and it was just like, okay, I looked up, I saw some blonde guy standing over, looking at me, and I was like, whatever, and I went back to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, last night now, and I looked at the clock, it was 3:15.
Oh, boy.
Luna sleeps with me.
Okay.
I felt her move. She jumped up, and she was growling, and I looked to see what was going on. She was growling at the ceiling.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, what in the heck? She jumped down, and she walked over to where she was growling towards. She turned her head quick and looked up at the ceiling, up over me, and was growling at that.
Oh.
I said, okay. I said, I'm not in any mood for this. I said, now, you don't belong here right now. Go.
Not at 3 a.m., no.
And, yeah, I mean, here I am, half asleep. I'm not playing with you people. I have to sleep, okay? And I'm waiting for it to go, and she's still growling and growling and growling. And I finally, I had just had enough. I said, that's it. I said, leave now. I said, I'm not playing.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, she got very quiet. No more growling. Whatever it was, got the hint and left, thank goodness. And I said, come on, baby. I said, get back up here and let's go night-night. And she jumped back up there with me and curled up beside me, and we went back to sleep.
Uh-huh. That's crazy.
Now, I don't mind this when I'm awake, but seriously, when I'm asleep, don't wake me up.
We are not open currently.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
So I just, I tell you all about the experience. I thought it was kind of,
That is wild.
I don't know, weird and amusing at the same time.
Sure. That's but never any fear or anything foreboding like that. It was just someone was just there, huh?
Yeah, someone was just there. And Luna's very protective of me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make any difference whether it's somebody living or a spirit. She's not playing.
It's like, nope. That's good, though.
No.
It's nice to have their senses.
No. You don't mess with Nana. And I mean, she was right on it. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
But I just, yeah.
So do you think it was just a
thought I'd
transient
share
thing?
with y'all.
Yeah, but I still got questions, so you're stuck. You're still stuck. Because I love to ask questions about these kind of things. Do you think it was just a passing through kind of thing, or do you think it was a visitation by some being that you may have known?
It wasn't like I was really worried about it.
Right.
It's not like I was trying to, at 3:15, hone in
Sure. No.
or try to focus who it was. But, I mean, it didn't feel like, it was anything that I had to worry about. I just wanted it gone to go back to sleep.
Well, as you always walk with one foot in the spirit world, I guess that's probably not as traumatizing as it would be for the rest of us.
Yeah, well, most people, if their dog was growling or barking in the middle of the night, they'd be looking to see who was in the house.
Yes.
With me, no. It's just okay, just go away. Go away, please. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
It really didn't feel like it was anything bad or anything I had to worry about. I just didn't want to deal with it at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's amazing. Wow. I appreciate you sharing that, though. That's really cool. It's, I actually haven't talked to you for a while, too. I got to give you a call and catch up on a few things because just some interesting things that have been about. So, but we'll have a chat.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, my lady. Well, thank you so much for calling in and being a part of the show. We love you bunches.
You're always welcome.
Love you too. Love everybody.
All right. Good night, Deb.
Bye.
Bye.
That's our very own Deborah Varner, ladies and gentlemen. She is the Paranormal Portal psychic medium. And we have several of psychics that are involved in the show and attached to the show. But Deb does come on and do psychic readings. If you're not familiar with her or that process, you can certainly check out those episodes. And if you want a reading of your own, definitely go to Purple Mystic Readings by Deb on Facebook. Do a search for that group. That's her group. And that's a great way to get a hold of her and schedule your very own. Again, she does do coupons, and you can get a gift certificate. I guess I should say gift certificate. She does gift certificates, and if you want to buy someone a reading for the holidays, this is a great time to do it. If you've listened to the shows, you know that she is, the real deal. I don't know how else to say it. I know a lot of people run around saying they're psychic and stuff, and I think that's for some of them it's true, but I think for some of them it's not. But I'm here to tell you that Deb's been joining me on the show for the better part of 3 years,
yeah.
and has been doing readings for that duration as well. And I've never been more happy to have formed a relationship with somebody and made them, have them be a part of the show. I love everybody that comes on the show, but Deb has really brought something unique and wonderful to the show. So you can get a gift certificate for that hard to shop for person. But again, Purple Mystic Readings by Deb, or you can email her at purplemysticreader@gmail.com. So those are your options. But anyway, we are down to about 14 minutes. Now, before I forget, I want to make sure everybody knows that following the portal, if you stick around on TFR iHeart, tune in and TalkStream Live, you will be hearing our good friend Paisley Wild do her show, and that's called The Spaces Between. That's following us on the network, so definitely stick around for that. She also simulcasts live on her YouTube channel, and that is her YouTube channel is, of course, The Spaces Between, and you can search for that and find her as well. And that'll be happening in just about 14 minutes from now. And you can catch her in 15 minutes, I guess, probably. But she's a wonderful friend of ours and a dear friend of the show. And she's really great.
She gave me chili.
Don helps out on the show over there and does some producing for her. So
it was good chili.
It was good chili. I sampled it myself. I loved it. It was lovely. But then following that, of course, on TFR iHeart, Tune In and TalkStream Live will be our very own Duke Sullivan. Coming up with World Bigfoot Radio on the network. And it's a great show. Duke does a great job. If you're not familiar with Duke's work and you love the cryptids, you're going to need to check out World Bigfoot Radio.
What you got tonight? Teenagers trapped on a mountain by Squatch?
Ooh.
Is that what it says? Is that what
Teenagers Trapped on a Mountain by Sasquatch. Wow. And that's the episode coming up on tonight's show, which will be following The Spaces Between. So this Saturday nights on TFR are just absolutely epic. And we are absolutely honored to be on the same network as all these amazing people. But Duke will be coming up then. And if you go over to tfrlive.com/chat, you can create a username and password, and Duke's always in there. Now, Duke's shows are pre-recorded, but he's always in the chat room over there to talk to people and to give you a deeper inside scoop about what's going on these shows. He's in there talking to people that are listening. And if you've got questions, head over to tfrlive.com/chat. Create a username and password, and you can hang out with Duke through the duration of his show and hear.
Yeah, you can ask him questions and it's
but
awesome
definitely
time.
Check out his channel on YouTube. I'm sorry, Don, I didn't mean to stomp all over you.
No,
but his channel on YouTube has hundreds of episodes, and that's youtube.com/World Bigfoot Radio. So check it out. That is coming up as well. So there's a lot going on. There's absolutely a bunch going on. So, Don, did you have anything?
No. I was good. Teespring.com/stores.
Oh, we still got 11 minutes. I just wondered.
Portal. Okay.
Oh, right. But make sure, let's talk about that coupon deal again. You're right. Thank you. I kind of forgot about it. I already forgot about it, if you can believe that. So, again, sorry, Don. Take it from the top. And action.
So, for the new year, the new you, and your new gear,
Ooh.
head over to teespring.com/stores with an S at the end and the beginning /paranormal-portal and shop away to your heart's content, and then put in the coupon code portal, all capital letters, PORTAL 2020 for a 15% discount.
15%. That's like us handing you cash. I don't know. I'm trying to just romanticize it a little bit. It's like we're just handing out cash here on the portal.
So you can start the new year in new threads.
Yep. New year and new gear. So that'll be available for how long, Don?
At midnight of December 31st, New Year's Eve day.
New Year's Eve day. Yep. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. So
Do I need to give you notes?
I'm just trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, so I'm going through this laundry list in my head. But that's a 15% discount on all the gear over there. It's helps us out a bunch and hopefully gives you something
Kathy says 15% gives her shivers. 15%.
Well, how you doing, Kathy?
How you doing? Your portal gear will keep you from getting shivers at 15% off.
Yeah, if you buy a hoodie, you'll really stay warm enough to deal with all those shivers. They are available over there.
Brent's big tent sale.
Come on down to the Paranormal Portal tent sale.
We've
You
got
won't
everything you
believe what we got going on here. We're selling everything. Everything must go. And if you act now between now and December 31st at midnight, you can receive an extra 10%, 15% discount. Not 10, 15% discount by using the coupon code of Portal 2020. Don't miss this opportunity, folks. Deals like this don't come around every day. I don't know. I'm just working on some copy. What do you guys think? We love to have fun here on the show. If you're new to the show, this is about as good as it gets. We just like to have a good time with this because the paranormal is dark and broody enough, and there's a lot of people that are doing it dark and broody. They do their shows dark and broody, and that's fine, and it's wonderful. I listen to all of them, I'm sure, or at least a lot of them, and I enjoy them, but rather than us do another dark and broody show on the pile of dark and broody shows, we do it our own way, and sometimes that resonates with people.
And sometimes it just puts them off.
Sometimes, like,
you guys suck, and I hate your music.
Oh, did you read the YouTube?
No. Was that a new one?
No, I've gotten those, though. Those are hilarious. I mean, you could paraphrase. We don't get a lot of those kind of comments, but they do happen.
We've got to do, like, Troll Tuesday or something. That's what
I
we
did
could
a
do
troll
for
back.
that.
I did a troll back.
That's what
Don.
we could do for that thing that we've been talking about.
I got a really crappy comment, so I spent about 20 minutes doing a troll back on it, and there's been no response that I'm aware of.
Is there hair on a troll back?
I imagine there probably is.
Troll in the dungeon.
Thought you should know. Okay, let me look and see. I got to see if there was any response. I really did kind of unload in a very humorous way, I thought, but perhaps. No, this is the comment, Don. Do you see that one? This was from way back on the Linda Godfrey show. This person says, because ladies and gentlemen, of course, the date Friday the 13th came up. And I was like, wonder where that started. Wonder how that came to be. Well, somebody decided in the comment section to leave me a comment about it. They obviously just caught this episode now, and it's only from about a year ago. But they said, you're telling me that you two jerk-offs don't know Friday the 13th started? You're a couple of dopes. And it's, of course, her name is Cynthia. I'm not going to give her last name because I don't want to totally humiliate her. But I gave her pieces of my mind. I said, Cynthia, you flower of hope and beauty. How your silky words seduce me and leave me wanting. Your feminine charms are second only to the praying mantis. You have the social grace of a honey badger, the elegance of a flushing toilet. Truly, you are a force of nature, much like constipation capping off a marathon of Taco Bell bathroom trots. I love how you place us on a pedestal and shower us with your affections. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. So far, no response. I don't know what happened.
I don't know why.
Was it something I said?
I think it was a Taco Bell reference. Kev Baker says that's good stuff, bro. Thank you, Kev.
I just wanted to, let her know how important I felt her words were and how they touched me deeply. It was
Apparently that's deep.
it caught me right in my root chakra.
Hold on a second. I've got a demon to exercise.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Cynthia hasn't decided to return my affections again, which
Well, it's only been a day.
I know, but I just can't wait. So, yeah, I don't know.
I love the way you put us on a pedestal and shower us with your attention.
Yeah, well, it's like I don't know what's wrong with people. It's like I'm on the internet, so I can just be a dick. It's like a license to be a dick, But I just figure, well, I'll just challenge that a little. We'll see how this rolls from here. So far, remember to watch the film. Happy Christmas, Lewis Heron. Brent, remember to watch the film. And Happy Christmas. Which film, Lewis? I'm sorry, brother, if I'm forgetting something here. It happens, believe me, more than I wish it would. But which film are we talking about? Let me know, please, because I'd love to check it out.
We need a clue.
We need clues sometimes.
Hey, Peter Turk's here.
Peter Turk is here, ladies and
Peter
gentlemen.
Turk.
I want to introduce you to Peter Turk. He is. He's a gentleman that reached out to me. He's from one of our friends from Oz. Reached out to me and said, "Hey, we should collaborate on some music stuff." And I was like, "Cool, that's cool." I said, "Send me a link to some of your stuff." Now, ladies and gentlemen, I like music. I like all kinds of music, but rarely have I ever listened to somebody's playlist. And short of Pink Floyd, it doesn't happen often for me. But there's a few instances where I've heard a lot of great music from one source. This gentleman is incredibly gifted, incredibly melodic. It's really retro but modern, but it's a throwback to the 60s in a lot of ways and a throwback to the 80s, and yet it's still current and relevant. It is some of the most brilliant music I've heard in a long time. So when you're out there surfing the web, if you have Spotify, search for Peter Turk, Turk, and listen to his music. And I'm here to tell you, I've listened to his music hundreds of times since he introduced me to it, and I'm absolutely I have it playing on a loop as I'm doing a lot of my day. I just think it's amazing. So check out Peter Turk. It's wonderful music, and I'm here to tell you, his music has a really strong possibility of taking off. It's really that good, and I don't say that about anybody. So whatever my opinion is worth, I really believe this is some of the best music I've heard in an awful long time. And I'm honored to hopefully have the opportunity to work with Peter on some collaborations in the near future. But definitely check it out. I'm a big fan.
I think you're making him blush.
Well, good. I mean, because he's really that talented. Honest to God.
Right.
I mean, honest to God.
Pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah, the music is just incredible. So check it out, ladies and gentlemen, on Spotify. Or ask him. He's in the chat room. He can give you a link to his page. Yep. He can give you a link to where to download it if you want to get it. Great stuff. So we're down to the 2-minute mark.
2-minute time limit.
2 minutes and counting.
On this battle royale.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Thunderdome. We on the Portal were glad to have brought you 2 hours of amazing paranormal entertainment for your listening pleasure. Join us again on every night of the week at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on our YouTube channel for more of the Paranormal Portal. Enter the Paranormal Portal if you dare. Thank you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here with us. We have a lot of fun. just hanging out with you guys and being silly, being thoughtful, being introspective, being
blessed with your kindness and your phone calls and your company. We really do.
Yeah, we really are always having a ball when we're doing the show, and you guys are a big part of that. So thank you all for all that you do. Please, if you're on YouTube, subscribe. Please share the word, share the message about the Paranormal Portal. Share the videos on your social media. Help us get it out there. Help us to evangelize the world of the Paranormal Portal. So that's about going to wrap it up for us, everybody. Don, anything in closing?
Portal 2020 at teespring.com/stores/paranormal-portal and get your gear.
Ooh, and there's the bell. All right, everybody, we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can. I'll be back tomorrow night with some of the night terrors. So I'll talk to you guys then. Take care, everybody.
Good night.